everybody. My name is Dave Juskow, and this is the Comedy Cellar Football Show. So let's keep the party polite. Never get out of my sight. Stick with me, baby. I'm the fella you came in with. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady. Oh, luck be a lady.
Oh, yeah. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Comedy Cellar Football Show with everybody's favorite opening. And what a pleasant day it is in October, a lovely chilly day. The seasons have turned in New York, but we are still under a semi-quarantine, but everybody's having a good time. It's the Comedy Cellar, everybody. Yay. Well, without further ado, let me introduce tonight's panel of wonderful guests. We have an action-packed show for you today, and this is in no particular order because it's always different on everybody's screen, but to my left, you can see her. Actually, I believe live, October 29th through the 31st at Comics at Mohegan Sun. Is that true?
Yes.
Unbelievably indoors. Those Indian people don't care about nothing. And her podcast is called Relatively Sane. It's on the Art 19 network and your other favorite streaming platforms. Please say hello to Jessica Kirson, everybody.
Hi.
Yay, Jessica.
To my right, I believe you can also see her live on November 15th in Tampa, Florida at Side Splitters Comedy Club. Her first special called Self-Help Me is available on YouTube, and her podcast is called Two Non-Doctors on the Stitcher Network and other streaming platforms. Please say hello to Liz Miele, everybody.
Howdy.
Hi, Liz. Good to see you.
And I can't believe I'm giving out live dates. This weekend, he will be at the Punchline in Atlanta, Georgia. His special is entitled Cheer Up. It can be found on Amazon Prime. Please say hello to Nick Griffin, everybody.
Woo!
Yay.
I can't believe everybody's performing live and indoors.
It's my one date.
Yeah, it's
Well, it's amazing. So Rachel Feinstein, you know that Jewish girl that performs sometimes with you, Jess? I opened for her at the Stress Factory in New Brunswick this past Wednesday, still outdoors. It's funny. All right, so Jess is performing at an Indian casino, so they can do whatever they want. Liz is performing in Florida.
They don't care at
down
all.
in the South, right? And Nick is performing in Georgia, where these three places where they
cared.
don't care. So
Yep.
smart move by you guys going in. And what's going to be the story? I mean, do they have a plan, or is everybody just crowded in as if this never happened? Does anyone know?
I wasn't going to take it unless they did take it seriously. So the owner basically put in a fancy filter. It's half capacity, social distance, masks worn until you sit down. Even with Florida opening, like literally after I confirmed everything, they were like, Florida's opening full capacity. And I was like, I don't want that. Nor do I think I actually have the fan base to fill it if I wanted to.
That's not true.
If I'm being very honest, I'd be like, I just care about the people.
Well, again, only an idiot would live in Florida right now, right? I'm sorry, Jess. That's right. You're in Florida now. I forgot because the background was fooling me. Why are you in Florida? Is that where you've been staying this whole time?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm just visiting friends, but no, I just came here for a couple of weeks just to get away from my kids.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's pretty smart. I don't have any kids, so quarantine has been quite delightful for me, but I can't even imagine. At first, I remember like in April when they had the NFL draft, I was really getting sad. I was watching with my friends. We were watching the draft on Zoom, and they all had their families together, and then the draft people had their families together, and I'm like, oh, this stinks. I don't have any family or anything. But as I've heard over the coming months that, I'm the winner, apparently, not having a family.
I think that kumbaya, we're all in this together, faded after about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Got that right. Yeah. And wait, Liz, where are you? You're not in your closet today.
I'm not in my closet. No, I'm at my own apartment. I decorate like a runaway teenager.
I know. That's like I see the picture of Mork on top and Steve Martin. I can see it. It's great. So you like comedy? No,
a little bit, it's a fun pastime.
But this is not your room where you grew up.
No. I'm in Brooklyn. I never stopped decorating like a child.
Is that Dick Cavett on the bottom?
No. That's Dick Gregory.
Oh, Dick Gregory. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, that's an odd choice for the Dick Cavett, and that's Eddie Murphy to the right. Okay. Look
Yeah.
how I can see them all.
Yeah.
Is that Mel Brooks and Carl Reiner on top?
Yeah.
Wow, isn't that?
You're
that's
doing
amazing.
great, especially because that's pretty far away.
Yeah, it's far away, and I have like pretty bad eyes too, so it's pretty good. Nick looks like he's in a very adult apartment. He's got like
Nick's the most adult out of all of us. Can we just admit that?
No, it's a low bar.
Well, Jessica's got kids, so I guess that's kind of adult.
Yeah, that's way above us.
Yeah.
But she left them.
Which
That's
is the
true.
most adult thing you can do.
That's okay. That'll make them want me more and need me more.
I
Jess,
agree.
I mean, what is this your first gig? Have you been mostly performing outdoors? Is this your first indoor gig?
Who, me or Nick?
Jessica.
The one that I'm doing coming up is the first indoor one. Yeah. And I'm a little freaked out about it, but it's same as Liz. It's going to be, they're going to have all the precautions in place. So,
I mean, has that place been open for a while, or is this opening up is it new? This is the end of October. So have people been
Egan's Son?
performing? Yeah.
oh no.
During this time.
Oh, I think it was closed for a little while, but I think they've been doing shows for a while.
Yeah, I'm asking.
Yeah, I think they have just.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Rachel and I, again, we were performing in Connecticut with that kid whose father runs that club, and he was
Yeah.
explaining it to us. But at the time, which was only about 3 weeks ago, I don't know if they were open yet. So that's why it might be new. And I think I heard other people performing at the Punchline. I feel like they've been open for a long time.
Well, they've kind of been off and on. They were going to be on for a while, and then they closed down again. And yeah, they've been up. They've been up for about a month, though.
Oh yeah. And this, Liz, this is your first gig indoors. Yeah, I mean, I would like to play some indoor stuff, but I got to say that Stress Fight. Well, I'll show you actually. In fact, let's get to the photos.
Please do.
This is
That's
how I
why
spent
we're
my-
here.
Yes, of course. Here's how I. Now, see, normally you guys, Liz and Jess, Nick's seen this before. This is what I normally do during football season: is I tailgate with other folks at the Giants game. Me and Lenny Marcus. Well, he just comes by to eat scallops, but then he goes because he doesn't drink. He's kind of a sissy boy. And we tailgate. We have the big setup, the bar, and the tent. I like the Jets, but as I've told everybody before, the Giants have a much classier tailgate situation. They've got better food, better drink, more high-priced liquor. And so it's super fun. But as you know, it's just, we can't do this. Look, we got the grill. Yeah, you can see we're there early. No one's there yet. And for some reason, this kid over here just keeps coming out like it's like a photo. Like he just keeps walking and eating at the same. I don't even know who he is.
Is this from last weekend?
No, this is from like a year or two ago.
Oh, okay.
Because now what I do is just this. I go out to dinner, and I mean, it's no fun. I'm with somebody and their kid. This is it. This is what tailgating
And you're
has
literally
been.
in like a bus lane.
Well, exactly my point is, thank you. This is in Queens. I wanted to eat inside. This is on Friday. They just let you eat inside on Wednesday. So I was
Is this
dying
Astoria?
to eat inside. This is in Sunnyside.
Hmm.
And I wanted to eat inside, and I have no problems with eating inside. And they had it all organized for 25% capacity. And this, my friend Memo, his wife, I didn't know she was coming, and she's like, I need to eat outside. And I was really upset, but I wasn't going to let it bother me, which oftentimes it does. And but look at, right, we're on Queens Boulevard. Do you know what the nickname for Queens Boulevard is, you guys?
What?
It's the Boulevard of Death. That's what they call it.
Oh,
And we are in
Could
the
you use
street.
your
just
pointer
like
some
you
more?
said. The what?
Could you use the pointer some more?
Oh, sure. But look, and
will
look.
you put the pointer in the kid's nose?
So we're obviously in a bus lane. This is a light, so cars' exhaust fumes are going off while we're eating, and there's an elevated train going by up here. I mean, this is the nightmare sitting outside situation. Except on the flip side, it looks pretty. There's the Empire State Building. I mean, it's like,
I mean, this is New York City though. Like even when
Yeah.
you had regular outdoor seating, there was always like a level of like danger, homeless people, and I don't know, just noise pollution.
Absolutely. You're
Is that
absolutely
a taco, Dave?
No, it's actually interesting.
like
You should
ice
mention
cream.
that it's an ice cream sandwich, which normally I don't
Oh.
eat dessert at a Japanese place, but it was green tea ice cream inside of this sandwich. It was delicious. As you can see, this little kid is loving it.
I was gonna say
yeah.
that looks like something I would get. I like green tea mochi.
Yeah, I usually don't, but this was absolutely delicious. I was very pleased.
I see it in your eyes. I sense that.
Your friend has a ton of shit on his sweatshirt.
Oh, let's see, because he's kind of a nerd.
Yeah.
Oh, this you mean? Like he's got
Yeah.
like dandruff or something?
Yeah.
I think it's just a light reflection. He's an editor for Sesame Street.
Oh, nice.
I know, isn't that
Oh,
nice?
great.
That's a solid gig.
Actually, he just got leveled up to producer, so he's producing a bunch of stuff. You know
Nice.
what's really funny is well, I don't know whether it's funny or not, but it could be considered creepy. Once we got HBO Max, Elmo has a talk show on it, so I decided to watch it because I watch anything Sesame Street once to see if it's, like the old Muppet show or something like that. And so I watched it, and the kid right here is in it. It's in the audience, and I was into this.
Oh.
How did that kid get a gig? I was like furious. I was so angry that I didn't get the gig. But
How
she
do you
was only
know these
allowed-
people?
This actually, Rachel introduced me to this guy, and we've been working
He
together
looks
for years.
familiar.
You
I
probably
met
know him.
him
His name is
familiar.
Memo Salazar. He's an editor and producer, and he directed my my Cars movie that I made, which is on Amazon Prime. It's called Turbocharge. It stars me and Mike Bichetti. And the important thing is though, but anyway, this was me going home. As you can see, it's Halloween and it's terrifying out. I take those Revel bikes. That's how I get through Queens. I have not taken a subway or an Uber since March.
Wow, that's pretty
Yeah.
impressive, actually.
I just get around with the city bike. I go over the bridge, and then you can catch the Revel once you're in Queens, and I take that everywhere. And and see, as you can see, it's Halloween, so they bring back the monster cereals, right? So what I did was I did the ratio of the whole grain oat cereal to the marshmallows. You see over here, and as you can see, they got to put more marshmallows in. And I took a picture and I sent it to General Mills, and I told them, I'm like, you guys got a major problem here. And you can't just you can get Lucky Charms marshmallows in a separate bag, but you can't get the chocolate ones. So this is horrible.
Dave, are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm just going through some stuff. That's all.
I need to talk.
I actually think that all companies are like, if they were smart, would do everything they can to help people, because they're probably getting the most like emails and messages and tweets from.
Well, this is something you do during quarantine.
Yeah.
Where you run out of stuff.
You didn't even
to
pay
do.
full price. You can see that it's clearance.
Yeah.
Like they're probably like, you didn't even pay that full price for it, you asshole.
Yeah, I just got it. It was from Target, and it was last year's box.
Yeah, you got the clearance amount of marshmallows.
Well,
That's
it
what you
came
get.
with Frankenberry and Blueberry at the same time, so it was a real deal. And then they had this limited edition of Pebbles Boulders, which went nowhere last year. You can see.
Did you track its progress through the?
I get every limited edition cereal there is just to try it, and caramel and apple was not the way to go. I tried the Pebbles with marshmallows, which are pretty good, but
I hope you tweeted that. You're like, as an adult man, I just want to let you know that this was a mistake.
I'm still trying to meet a wife, so I didn't, but this isn't helping, I guess.
That would not help you get laid.
No, it won't. It's one of those things where it's pretty obvious it's not going to help you get laid.
But that 2-family, 2-car garage will. Hello.
Well, yes. Exactly. So we're in Sunnyside, right? And we see this picture of this girl who is the real estate agent, there. And I'm like, we have to take a picture with this sign, because a year ago, this is what I was doing with her. We were doing garbage bong hits.
Oh, funny.
And I'm like, wait a minute, that girl sells real estate? There's been a picture of her.
And if you look above on the sign, can you go back to the sign? It says real integrity up there at the very top. Real integrity.
Real integrity, not even
real estate with integrity. And then she's
but it's just integrity.
The integrity
Yeah.
goes out the window with
Nobody talks about how much harder it is to do your job when you do drugs. So I still think she's the best.
Oh no,
Yeah.
she is the best. It's amazing that she can intake this form of drugs and still she's the queen of Sunnyside. It's a fact. If you ever want to move there, you got to call her, but she also enjoys her drugs. And
Good for her.
when this is before, vaping, I mean, she knew how to do it. And what you do is fill up these bags on this volcano. And when it got to the certain temperature, then it was ready to suck in.
Look at
I
the
don't even
ashtray.
remember that.
Go back.
The what?
Look at the ashtray. Go back.
Oh, yeah,
That
I don't
is-
smoke. That's her.
Jesus.
Yeah, no, I don't smoke cigarettes. I just get high. And the funny thing is, until I saw those pictures, I didn't remember that day. Getting high like that is not good for me. I'm a one puff guy and I'm good,
I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
here's
those
me and
bags can
Rachel.
be a
This
panic
is me and Rachel on doing the opposite of getting high. We're at Soul Cycle outside.
Did
This
you
is
do it
on her
in
birthday.
jeans?
No. I changed after
Oh.
class.
I was
So you
gonna
can
say,
see
you
my
look like the
towel
guy who's
is-
fixing the bikes,
That what? That what?
that fixes the bikes when they don't work.
No, so this was her birthday, so I had no choice. We went out to the outdoor Soul Cycle in Brooklyn somewhere. It wasn't horrible, but
Yeah, I
that's-
heard about that because you missed her dinner that night.
That's right. That's right. Because I was doing this show. And then I came late, and then they all were getting angry at me because they were drunk because that was the night of the debates. And I just wanted to see what the tweets were for the other side, and everybody bit my head off. I just wanted to see how they were spinning it, and everyone bit my head off. They were all drunk. I'm not going to have a political discussion with drunk people. Am I right, Jess?
I don't think you should have it even if they're not drunk.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree 100%.
I mean, you're the
but
guy
they
who's
were-
eating fruity pebbles. Let's fruity boulder.
This is Rachel and I at
Caramel
the Stress Factory. This is my sister and my nephew came.
How was the Stress Factory?
It was fantastic. Have you guys played there yet?
Yeah.
Yes. It was
Yeah,
The
right.
out-
Here's that
The
tent.
outdoor venue? Yeah, I
The
haven't
one-
done the
yeah,
outdoor.
he's got it all set up in the parking lot. He spent $100,000 on this tent. I think it's heated. He did it the right way, knowing full well we're going to be in it for the long run.
Who's the
Pretty
guy in the
smart.
middle next to you on your left?
That's my brother-in-law.
Oh,
Yeah, and these are their neighbors.
cool.
I thought that was Billy Idol.
Yeah.
He'll be happy that you said that. No, it's my brother-in-law. He married my sister. Married the hell out of her. But I got to say, the Stress Factory was all right. And this kid, he wants to be an actor, but he doesn't want to do it. I think he wants to be a star. I don't think he wants to do the work. I was going to have him come on
That's
the
what
show.
we need more of those people in the business.
Yeah.
I was going to have him come on the show so he could pad his resume and be like, yeah, I was on the Comedy Cellar Nightly show. But
I don't know if you heard of it. It's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, so this is Rachel, right? I invited her to my friend's wedding. I was the best man, and I didn't know who to take. So I took Rachel, and she wore these ridiculous glasses. Have you guys all know Rachel really well. Have you ever seen her in glasses?
Are those non-prescription?
I don't know what they are, but I don't like them.
When
like
was this?
them.
She looks like
Um,
10 years younger.
Yeah,
with the
10 years ago.
glasses.
Yeah.
About 10 years ago.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
Yeah.
the glasses really fucking.
Oh,
took
we've
10 years
gotten
off.
into big fights about this because I can't believe she wore glasses. She was supposed to, look, hot without glasses. That was the look I was going for. And this is the Rachel Feinstein. Look at the fun Rachel Feinstein
my
here from 30
God.
years ago.
Wow.
It's not 30. I was just making that up because it's funny. But
Funny.
what happened to the fun Feinstein?
Does she know you're posting these pictures?
No, we could never tell her this. Here's Greg Rogel on The Nanny.
Oh, I thought that was Fred. So
Wow.
funny. I thought it was Fred Stoller.
Yes, it does
Oh.
look a little like Fred Stoller. So
I
when
love
Greg
that
Rogel was
suit.
on 3 weeks ago, I played the clip from The Nanny because I always remembered watching in the 90s. But this episode was actually on Friday on Cozy TV, and I took a picture and I sent it to him. I'm like, look, I'm watching it
Cozy
again.
TV.
I mean,
Funny.
I watch The Nanny late at night. I have a problem. Obviously, I have nothing to do. I separate cereal. I'm watching reruns of The Nanny. I have nothing left.
You're doing
I've
bong
learned
hits with real
so
estate
much about
people.
you.
Thank you. Well, here's
So
me making the perfect, what I'd like to think as an actor, the exact perfect expression to make under the sign Dick Street. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Good picture if you're 12.
I would. Yeah, I wish you were a little more erect. Like if shoulders back a little bit more. And then it
Oh,
would've been
see,
perfect.
this is good stuff. This is the kind of stuff I'm going for. I'm trying to make the perfect look because I also have one. I don't have it with me today, but I have one under the Gay Street sign.
Oh,
You know,
don't tease us.
And
And
But,
you
yeah.
look like, what do you look like? Show us what you look like in the gay one.
I don't have it. I
Yeah,
don't have
show
it.
us your face, though.
I'll get it.
Oh,
I'll send it to
now.
you
Is
guys.
this your face?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't have it. Those are this week's photos. What do you think?
I think
I
they're
love
awesome.
them.
Yeah, I like to
Excellent.
take pictures of the week, because it used to be, this was my favorite time of the year, the fall, always doing fun stuff. And it always ended with a nice tailgate on Sundays.
Yeah.
I remember the time Sarah Silverman hosted SNL, and the next day I stayed up all night and I went to the game that day, and it was so exciting.
It is exciting.
I went in the suit that I went to the show with, and it was
You
really
went to a
entertaining.
tailgate in a suit?
Yeah, I've been waiting to do that my whole life.
And how did people respond to that?
Not well.
Yeah, I didn't
He was
I didn't
being
think that. I don't think a
confused.
suit is like a man of the people when you're eating meat outside of a truck.
Well, what happened was when we used to go to the Jets games for 10 years, we went to the Jets tailgates, and there was this dude, and he looks like Sammy Hagar, and he would always wear a suit jacket. And we always assumed he was this guy that somebody caught at a bar at 4 a.m. like, dude, I got 2 extra tickets to the tailgate, the Jets game, if you want to come. Because he always seemed, so I always said, one day I'm going to come in that suit. And I waited a really long time, like 15 years to make it happen. And the funny thing is, like, no one else cared, except me for that day. But it was a big day.
Did you wear a cummerbund or just?
No, just a blazer and a t-shirt. I think it's in the opening. I have the pictures where I'm doing the Statue of Liberty play.
These are 7th grade stories.
Well,
Do you know
yeah,
do you know
those
what I
are my-
mean by that?
Oh yeah, no, I
Like-
know exactly what you mean, but those are the stories I have.
No, I
don't have
love them.
adult stories.
Yeah.
But like you're like
don't know what
I
you were
had
expecting.
this dream that nobody else had, and it was really important to me, and I did it, and no one cared.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much it. I have a bucket list of stuff. No, my bucket list was to separate the chocolate marshmallows from the oat cereal, and I did it. I'm crossing shit off my bucket list.
You got to be careful
So
though. That's how you
quickly.
die. You finish the bucket list, and then
And
I
then
always
die.
figure I'll come up with something else.
I thought of you the other night, Dave.
Go on.
No, that's all I got. No, no, we were my girlfriend and I, Leslie, were watching Grease.
Oh yes, I love
And
every
I
minute of
couldn't
it.
go 2 minutes through it without thinking of you constantly.
I know when I was opening for Gaffigan over the summer, since we were at drive-ins, I pretty much sang the entire song. Stranded at the drive-in,
Yeah.
feeling like a fool. What will they say Monday at school? Sandy, you can't just walk out of a drive-in. And I like to hit the notes. Sandy, baby, when high school is done. I fear with the Gaffigan crowd, they didn't mind, and they didn't. They were flashing. That was the only time they were flashing the lights. Otherwise, I was pretty sure there was no one in those cars.
You can answer this question for me. Did John Travolta ever have a single that
It's
did well on
homosexual.
the
I'm
charts?
sorry, what were you saying? Sorry, go ahead.
Did John Travolta ever have a single that did well on
Yes.
the charts?
We had one single before Grease and around Saturday Night Fever and Welcome Back, Kotter. I can't remember what it's called, but he sang it on American Bandstand, and it didn't do
Oh.
very well.
Oh, shoot.
Oh God.
So, but until Grease, he, those I got chills, they're multiplying. Like that was probably his highest selling one, or Summer Nights. Otherwise he only had this one song that they gave to everybody in the 70s. Everybody had a song.
That's
Sean
what
Cassidy.
I mean. Yeah. David Soul had a song.
Oh yeah, they all. Yeah, we were just talking about that because the Odd Couple.
Tom Wopat.
Yes, that's right. Well, but he was good.
Yeah.
Him and John Schneider, they were outstanding.
John Schneider.
But yeah, we were just talking about. It was the 50th anniversary of the night The Odd Couple aired, about a week ago. I just did Gilbert's podcast, obviously, with the Jack Klugman's sons. Liz, this doesn't interest you, but I thought maybe Jess would know. Sorry. I assumed we were about the same age. Anyway, they had an album Like Tony Randall and Jack Klugman. We know William Shatner had an album. When you had a
Obviously, yeah.
series, they made you do an album because there was no social media. So
Right.
you would put out an
Oh,
album.
I didn't even think of that. That like
Yeah.
the reason they had people sing is it was just another, almost the same way that like an actor would be like, I was thinking about getting into comedy, and you're like, why? And they're like, to help my profile, and you're just like, don't.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
put out these albums and they'd basically, well, let's run it up the flagpole, see if anybody salutes. That's the kind of terminology they were using back then.
Yeah, because it's like
Oh.
it's like isn't that why Baywatch
David Hasselhoff.
isn't David Hasselhoff has like a whole like he was like big in Asia and
In
Europe.
Germany.
In
Yeah,
Germany.
he was huge. And it's
Huge.
funny when he had that Baywatch special, which in 1994, which aired the exact same night of the OJ chase. He was going, he's like, I'm going to show everybody what I can do. And then, of course, nobody was watching because it was a pay-per-view
Wow.
special, which I purchased that night because technically it was the greatest night of television ever. You had the OJ chase, you had the David Hasselhoff and his Baywatch friends, and the Houston Rockets, New York Knicks Game 4 NBA championship all on the same evening. And yeah, it all got eclipsed or usurped, as one might
You're
say
a font of information, Dave.
I know, isn't that useless information?
Well,
Let's go back now. Let's why don't we go into our picks this week? Let's see what we have here. So this is the part of the show where we make our football picks. I know you guys don't know that much. It doesn't really matter. Oh wait, before I get to it, let me show you last week's for our
I'm gonna need a lot of assistance.
It's all right. Hold on.
I mean, really, Liz, who cares?
Exactly. That's
I care. I want my teams to do well. You can't bring me on. Get me.
I love that
invested.
you're into it. Here are last week's results. I and the audience and Beth Stelling all went 7-7-1, which is not great.
was that Greg Rogel?
No, it was Greg Fitzsimmons. He did the best, and he had to leave because he was tweeting for the Biden campaign and just went through it, and he did the best. And Mike Vecchione did the worst at 6-8-1. So you see, nobody knows anything. What we did all know was that Kansas City, we all picked Kansas City, and we all picked Green Bay. Those were excellent bets. This game wasn't played because of COVID. I don't know whether you guys heard. In Tennessee, all of Tennessee has it, so they had to cancel this game.
All of Tennessee has COVID.
All of Tennessee has COVID. Don't play there.
Okay.
And the Buccaneers Chargers game was a push, so that's where the one comes in. Nobody got the Bears suck, and nobody got that. And Beth Stelling was the only one to pick the Panthers over the Cardinals.
I am gonna go for like cutest mascot. That's how I was
is
gonna
the
pick
way
it.
you win. That's why Beth Stelling did just as good as the audience. And
I would've-
she knows nothing, just like any of us.
I would
you
assume,
know?
like poker, my inexperience is what's gonna make me a real threat to you guys.
Good.
And I want that
I
to
hope
be-
that's the case.
I didn't know you counted and go through it the next week, so now I'm into it. I thought it's just
You thought it just
of course.
disappeared into
You
the
don't know
ether?
there was going to be shit talk the following week where they were like, well, Jessica, we don't know what the fuck she
Oh.
was doing.
yeah.
No, that's the fun. So, all right. First up, Thursday night, the Tom Brady Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are playing great, and the Chicago Bears, which played horrible last week. Tampa Bay is +5.5. They're playing in Chicago. I'm so mad at Chicago. I'm just going to take Tampa Bay. Jessica, what do you think?
Tampa Bay.
Good choice. All right, Liz.
Yeah, I'm going to do Tampa Bay.
You a Tom Brady fan?
I don't care about anybody.
She's not talking even about football. She just doesn't care about
I'm pretty sad
anybody.
right now.
I understand.
I'll take Tampa.
All right. And Mike, what does the audience say?
They're saying Bucks.
They're saying Bucks. We got all Bucks. Now, you know that game is going to be Chicago winning. It's going to annoy everybody. Here's the COVID-ridden Titans. -3 over the 4-0 Buffalo Bills, who are playing amazing. The Titans have won every game by 1 point, but they did have a week off last week. I'm going to take the Bills. I'm going to keep going with the Bills. What do you think, Jess? Oops. What did I do?
The Bills.
You are going to take the Bills. Liz?
I'm going to do Titans.
Oh.
I think they're probably mad, and that's going to fuel them.
Nice. See, this is exactly how you do it.
What is a
Nick-
bill, by the way?
I think it's a bison.
Yeah. I don't like it. I'm not into. I don't like the whole cattle thing. I'm going with the Titans.
Smart
Right.
move.
What'd you
And
call
the-
me?
The audience says
They are going Titans. Also, I picked the wrong team for them on the last one. They wanted the Bears.
okay. I can
Oh,
change
going
it.
against.
I'll know by the second one they want the Bears. And the audience is picking great this year. Here's the stupid Jags and the stupid Texans. Texans stink. Nick, why don't you go first on this one?
Well, I'll take the
Texans are 0 and 4.
Texans because
Oh, really?
they are named Texans.
Okay. Liz?
Jaguars because they're cute.
Nice.
Yeah.
Jessica?
Jaguars, because my whole family owned them.
Is that true?
Yeah, when we were growing up before my dad lost all of our money.
I'll go for the Jags too. That's plus 6 points, so they can even lose and we can still win. And it's not like Houston has showed us anything better. Now, here's an interesting one. The Baltimore Ravens.
Audience wants Jags.
Oh, sorry, I forgot.
Yeah,
'Cause I
good
went
with
backwards.
Wait, what do they want on the first one? There's 2 up there.
They wanted
They want the
Chicago,
Yeah, that was the Bears.
so we picked by accident the Bucks.
David's just.
Oh, got it.
I
got
will
it.
know when I add this up that they wanted the Bears with my unbelievable system. So this is the Baltimore Ravens who are playing great again. The Bengals won.
you.
Bless you. She has COVID, everybody.
I
The
do.
Bengals won their first game last week. 13 and a half is a
bless
lot
you.
of points. Jessica, why don't you go first? I can't decide.
I have no idea what you just said, so I'll go with the Ravens.
All right. It doesn't matter. I'm just talking to talk. Liz, what do you think?
Which one's the Tiger one? I'm going all
that
cats
is
this season.
Cincinnati Bengals. That's the smart.
great.
See, that's smart. That's
so
how you
funny.
win. Nick, what do you think?
He's going with all cats. Well, I can't. That logic is rock solid. I'm going to go with the cat.
You're gonna go with that?
Yeah.
I feel so seen, Nick.
What does the audience say?
They're saying Ravens.
They're saying Ravens.
Also, a week late, just donated $10 and said shout out to Mike and Juskow for doing a great job.
Oh, that's so nice. That's very. Somebody donated.
Yes.
Oh, that's so nice. Yes, you can press the donate button in the chat room. That's very nice. Thank you very much. Very sweet. As you can see, I do put a lot of effort into the show, so I do appreciate it.
And we all
High
know that money's
production
going to cereal.
Yeah. Yeah, but now that I get it at Walmart, it's a lot cheaper than buying it here in town.
Of
Do you know
course.
that you can get cereal here in town in Manhattan, $7-8 a box, but in Walmart it's $2.50.
It's how
Why
I
is
actually
cereal so expensive
bonded
here?
with my grandfather when I first moved here for college. I mean, we have nothing to talk about. And I was like talking to my grandfather on the phone and I was like, dude, cereal is like so expensive. And then my grandfather, the next time I saw him, just gave me a shit ton of cereal. And then it became our thing. And I had to eventually I stopped eating cereal, but I had to be like, Grandpa, I appreciate it, but now I
Well,
don't
I'm
even
pretty
care
much
what
your
it costs.
grandfather's age. Cereal's a very big thing for us back in the 60s.
It's it's the best. It's just, we all know it's just sugar
Garbage.
in the
Sugar.
morning.
I know, but it's so delicious.
It's so
I just
good.
have it for dessert, like after dinner.
No, I
So
think that works.
Look at it that way, because I can't have it before, because I'm lactose intolerant. That would be a shit show day. Thank you so much, everybody. Damn it, I can't make up I'm going to take the Bengals and the points. All right, so let's move on. I already know Liz is taking the Panthers because it's the
Yeah.
cat. So we already know about that one. This is the horrible Falcons and the Panthers who won a game last week. You know what? Oh, I'm going to take the Panthers. I'm going to go with the cat thing. Jessica, what do you think?
I love pussy. I'm gonna go with the Panthers also.
Smart
I feel like
move.
I really inspired people.
Nick loves pussy too.
Panthers.
Yeah. What does the audience say?
Panthers.
We all picking the Panthers. Remember, Beth Stelling was the only one to pick correctly last week on that one. Here's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Raiders. They're minus 13. The Raiders are playing okay, but the Chiefs are playing exactly as expected. Not going against them. Jess, what do you think?
I say go with the Chiefs.
They're the Super Bowl champs. Did you know that?
No, so great.
Liz,
I'm going Raiders because I like their aggression in their logo.
you know they play in Las Vegas now?
Oh, do they?
It's
That's
new.
That's information I didn't care about.
Nick, I
Yeah,
assume
they-
you're going with your
play in the
hometown
11.
team.
Yes, I used to go to the Chiefs games all the time.
All right.
So
I'm going to
sticking
say
with-
the audience is definitely
That's
picking
where
the
I'm
Chiefs.
from, everybody.
They're
Not that
doing
anyone
Chiefs.
cares.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
care.
Nick's from Kansas. Liz, where are you from originally?
Jersey.
Oh, me too. Where in Jersey?
Me too.
Central
That's right.
Jersey, like right outside of Princeton.
Oh, I'm from Edison.
Yeah.
I'm from
Yeah.
South
I know your
Orange.
exit. You're
What
South
did you say,
Orange?
Jess?
Yeah, I'm from South Orange.
I
Oh,
didn't
you're
know
from
we were
South
so
Orange.
Jersey out here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the tailgate we had this year, we had one 2 weeks ago. We did it in Maplewood.
Oh,
Yeah, at
Cool.
this guy's house. Yeah, we just
that's where I went to
hung
high
out in the
school.
driveway. it was pleasant. Okay, I'm not even the Jets suck. Can I just put everybody down for the Cardinals or
Yes, please.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah.
They're picking cards.
It's a,
right?
it's
The
a-
audience is right. Mike, right?
Correct.
Yeah. And I'm just putting everybody down for the fuck the Jets. The Jets. can
I love an
suck it.
angry bird. Like, let's
Oh.
do this.
So you like so Liz likes the Eagles.
Yeah,
what
I'll
you're
take the
saying?
Eagles.
The Angry Bird. They won their first game. They're in first place for some reason, the NFC East, and they're plus 7 points. Why not?
Is
Je-
Eagles? Is that Philly? What's
Philly,
Eagles?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think I
It's
dated
Philly
a-
against Pittsburgh,
a
two
boy that
Pennsylvania
cared.
teams.
How's Pittsburgh doing?
They're doing very good. I believe they're undefeated, 3-0.
Pittsburgh.
Okay, nice. Nick,
I enjoyed Pittsburgh as a youngster. I'm going to stick with them because everything's worked out.
yeah. What does the audience say?
They're saying Steelers.
Yeah, I'm going to go Steelers too. I think the Eagles got very lucky and they kind of stink.
Honey,
You guys you're just sheep that don't get it. You don't get the game.
I am a sheep.
Okay, here's the LA Rams. They almost lost to the Giants last week. They're on the road at the Washington Football Club, which, by the way, are no longer called the Redskins, in case you guys didn't know.
Oh, is that what that is? Washington.
Yes, and they
Football
spent
Club.
all this money and they decided on the name, the Washington Football Club.
That is.
God help us all.
They paid somebody $1 billion to come up with that idea. So
Oh my God.
I am going to take the Rams. I say they play much better this week. Jess, what do you think?
I just like the word Rams, so I'm going to go with the Rams.
Liz?
I'm going LA because they've been under fire and COVID, and they need a win.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about you, Nick?
I like that Jess likes the word Ram, so I'm going to go with
I was thinking that same thing. It's kind of sexy, right?
I do.
So you're going to go with the Rams. What does the audience say?
They're going Rams.
We're all going Rams. They have to win by 8 points. Here are the San Francisco 49ers. I think their quarterback might be playing this week. The Dolphins kept it close with the Seahawks. That's the question. Is Jimmy Garoppolo playing? Does anybody know? Does the audience know?
Does anyone
Mike?
care?
Well, it makes kind of a difference.
Wait, you mean Garofalo plays for them?
Yes. You didn't know? He doesn't wear a mask.
She's so
Um,
talented.
Damn it.
Yeah,
You know what?
she's a great
I'm
arm.
gonna take the Dolphins plus the points. I can't believe I'm doing it. What does the audience say, Mike?
They're still picking.
Oh, okay. Jess, what do you think? The Miami Dolphins or the San Francisco 49ers and the most handsome quarterback in the NFL?
Because they're going to try to take away gay marriage again.
Yeah, I'm hoping for that, actually. I was very upset when they made it because I was just jealous that I can't believe gay people were able to get married before I could. So it's just more
Yeah.
jealousy of anything. Otherwise, I really couldn't care less, and I'm, happy for everybody. But I was so angry. My 2 gay friends got married before. I thought that was the one thing I had over them. Well, at least you guys can't get married. And they even get free, they get, extra insurance coverage. It's just not fair.
I know.
Liz,
we
what do
have
you
to-
think?
I'm an animal lover, and I liked Ace Ventura 1, where it was the dolphins.
Nice.
So
That's an excellent reference. I
Thank
agree
you.
100% on that. Dan
Yeah,
Marino was the shit in
I need more positivity in my life. I feel like the Dolphin is the Tony Robbins of
that. All right. Did the audience make a pick yet?
Yeah, they're saying Dolphins.
They're saying Dolphins plus the points. Jess, if they were to reverse, you're already grandfathered in, right? I mean, they can't
Yes,
take away what
I
you
would-
already
yeah, they
did.
can't take away your marriage.
Well, who knows? I mean, what they're up to, who knows? All right, here's I wanted to have Keith Robinson and Lenny Marcus go at it today.
Bless you.
Thank
Lenny's New York Giants against Keith Robinson's Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys are favored by 9.5. These teams do play each other tough. Oh, man, I hate both of them. I'm going to take the Giants with the points. Jess, what do you think?
I got to take the Giants. I love the Giants.
You do?
Yeah.
That's nice because you're from Jersey.
Yeah.
Liz, what do you think?
New York needs all the help they can get because we don't have essential work or business of any sort right now.
Nick?
Yeah, I love Lenny. I'm going to go with the Giants.
Lenny. And you can see Lenny Marcus's new show, Supermarket Sweep, starting next week or this Sunday, I believe. I think he's out in California.
Why am I under the impression that you've got to love that show? That's Supermarket Sweep.
Actually, I can't wait not to see it, but I don't know.
Oh, really?
It looks horrible to me, but I know other people will like it, and I hope it does well for Lenny's sake.
So funny.
But those kind of shows, the only one I liked was the Laverne and Shirley, where Lenny and Squiggy kept yelling out Bosco when they had the Supermarket Sweep in that episode. Of course, nobody remembers that except me. Mike, what does the audience say?
Cowboys.
Oh, they're going plus. They're
Hi,
going to win
Mike,
by
by the
10.
way. I'm sorry I didn't say hi earlier.
Oh, no problem, Nick.
Here are the
I'm not going to
Patriots.
say hi, Mike. I refuse.
We don't know whether Cam Newton's coming back, but you assume it's kind of off the board right now. It's 10. They're playing the awful Broncos, who were able to beat the Jets last week. Isn't that nice? The question is Cam Newton playing or not? So they have a backup quarterback. I'm going to say Belichick puts it together. I'm going to take the 10, the Patriots. Nick, what do you think?
Do you think Jarrett Stidham is the quarterback or no?
I have no idea.
I'm going to actually go with the Broncos for some reason.
It's probably the right move because I don't think Cam could be back yet. I think he still has to quarantine. I'm just going with, Belichick over a new quarterback. Liz, what do you think?
Horse, whoever the horse is.
Okay, the Broncos. Jess?
Yeah, I want the horse too.
Okay. And what about the audience?
They're saying Pats.
They're saying Pats, yeah. And here's the Browns, who did an unbelievable job over the Cowboys last weekend, which is amazing. And the Colts, who I will explain later why they ruined it for all of America. I don't know. The Browns are at home. The Colts, are the Browns on a thing? Do they have a letdown? I'm going to take the stupid Browns. I know I'm making a mistake. They're just like the Jets. They're going to let you down the next week. Jess, what do you think?
I agree with you. Let's make it happen. The Browns.
Okay. Liz?
Horseshoe.
Nice. Why not? You're going all horses, all cats. Nick?
Battle of the bad helmets. I'm going to go with the worst, the Browns.
It is a horrible helmet. And the audience says?
Looks like Browns.
Oh.
I'll show you guys.
Really?
Here, the Sunday night game, the Seahawks, who are playing amazing, even though they had trouble in Miami for some reason, at home against really the awful Vikings. They were able to win last week, but I'm taking the Seahawks minus the points. I have no problems with that whatsoever. Jess, what do you think?
Seahawks all the way.
Yeah. Liz?
Seahawks.
Nice. Nick?
Yeah, Seahawks, yeah.
Right. And the audience says?
Seahawks.
Yeah. We all picked the
I love when
Seahawks.
we really all come together, guys.
Right?
Me too.
Isn't that the best way to be? And the final game, Monday night, the New Orleans Saints over the unbelievable new kid they have on the Chargers who keeps pace with Tom Brady last week. You know what? I'm going to take those points. I'm going to take the stupid Chargers. That kid's amazing. Jess?
Yeah, that kid sounds great. I'll go with the Chargers too.
Yeah, Liz, what do you think?
Is that the toupee guy? It looks like a toupee to me.
Oh, no, it's a lightning bolt.
It does look like a toupee.
It does look like a toupee.
I go with the toupees.
You go with the toupee. I love this kind of picking. See, this is what's so great when you were nervous about coming on the show. I'm like, no, this is what we need. This is how people win. Those guys that they pay millions of dollars for to make their advice and picks, they're always wrong. Every Sunday I do a show at 10 a.m. that nobody watches on YouTube. And I go to the New York Post, and there's a guy that gets paid every week. He's 0-2 every week. He only has to make 2 picks, and he gets them wrong. And this week was no exception. He's called the Wildcat. Sorry, Nick, what would you like?
I'll take the Saints. I love Creole food.
And what does the audience say?
They're going for the New Orleans Merkins.
They're going for the Saints. That's the Monday night game. And there are our picks, everybody. Nice. I'm just going to set that in stone here. I know this is ridiculous.
How much money do I win?
Yeah.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know. It's going to be good, though. It's going to be really good. I think you're going to like it. It's going to be
That
good.
means
Well,
zero.
that we'll give you the $10 that somebody was kind enough to donate.
I want ice cream money for all this work I'm doing.
Yeah. Let's see. We have just one other thing we're going to share today. In the we have news. Now this is I like showing pictures. This is the second week where the first play of the game, they scored. The San Francisco 49ers scored on the Jets on the first play, and every play thereafter, and they won by 30 points. This is the week after, which was the first play of the game where Sam Darnold threw an interception and the Colts scored and then scored 30 more points. This is last Thursday's game, where, as you can see, the Jets, by the score, the Jets were keeping it close, but this was the last play of the game where we had an interception and they ran it back for a touchdown. What we're trying to say here, the Jets suck. Thank you. And here's them celebrating for some God knows reason. Know your room, jerk off. Here's a Bengals fan. I know how you like cats. This guy really, I guess they're letting the fans in. This guy was clearly waiting. Oh, I can't wait to dress up.
This guy's allowed to
a
have an
mess.
opinion about anything.
I can't wait for cat face to be offensive.
Yeah.
See? Right. And this is a
I should
mask.
be in a mental
So that's a good thing.
Oh my God. It's just, think how long it took to put that together.
Well, just
Well,
the
he wears
idea.
that
First, I
every
wonder if
day.
he sketched it out.
And his
That's
wife's behind him and his kids are running around. He's like, shut up, I'm trying to put on my makeup.
Yeah,
I
that's
love that
somebody's
that's
dad.
someone's dad.
That
This
was
is Bruce
perfect, Nick.
Arians.
This man votes.
That's right.
Excellent point, Mike. This is Bruce Arians. He's given the I can't believe I won Tom Brady in the lottery pose. And this guy is what's his name? Keyshawn Vaughn. He got ejected from the game for imitating the ref.
No.
Yep. No, I'm just kidding. I'm making that up.
I was gonna say it's amazing.
This is what they did in San Francisco. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So everybody dresses in pink and they put this like ribbon together with people sitting in the stands, which is pretty good. But I don't know if you guys saw this last week. I posted this. This is what they did in Denver last week. All the South
Perfect.
Park characters with their
Perfect.
masks on, including the goth kids here at the bottom, which is my favorite.
Oh, cool.
I love this kind of charm. That's
See?
awesome.
Isn't that fantastic?
Right.
Yeah, I want to show that every week because it's like really, really great.
Where was that at, David?
That was in Denver
oh,
because
I
that's
love
where
that.
South Park takes place, and that's where those guys
Oh.
are from.
Smart.
Isn't that nice? This
That's
is called
beautiful.
the Stanley Cup. Does anyone know that someone just won the Stanley Cup last week?
I'm going to
This is-
say Liz should know this.
I was just going to say the same thing. This is more for Liz. It's very important that Liz knows who won this trophy last week.
I mean,
Excellent, Nick.
honestly, it looks like a bird feeder. So
Make sure you remember that when you're down in Tampa.
Yes, the Tampa Bay Lightning won the Stanley Cup, and no one knows, except I guess in
No
Tampa.
one
Like,
so wait, so I don't. When is that? Is hockey? Sorry, it took me a
it
second.
happened already. It's over.
So hockey season.
The whole season's over, and they won it all last week.
And
like,
nobody
you're
knows.
sitting there going,
No one knows.
no one knows and no one cares. And I
Aw.
wonder even if the people in Tampa even knew that they won.
No,
Nobody
they do.
was
I have a
watching.
couple friends in Tampa, and they were bananas for it.
Really?
Yeah.
But
It's
did
funny-
they like climb up phone poles and try to
No,
destroy
they
their
don't
city?
They're not from
No.
Philadelphia.
Okay,
They're
then
not
I don't think they
animals.
really cared, did they?
Well, that's exactly right.
Exactly,
stand
because that's the
corrected.
true show of
I'm
that
just
you
saying.
really love your team. But you could defecate in the trophy, as a lot of people do.
That is a
They
big
get to
cup.
take it home with them and stuff.
Oh, I want to
yeah.
do that.
Uh,
I have
and-
a question. Do they treat it like the third grade? You know, when they like every kid every weekend gets to take like the hamster home with them?
that's
Oh,
exactly how they treat it. That is exactly how they treat
Is
it.
that
It-
true? Like every
yes.
weekend somebody gets the cup and they just
Uh-huh.
like
Yeah, until
That
they
is
put it
like a
away.
month,
Everybody gets
yeah.
to have it for a
that
day.
is adorable. Men
Yeah.
are adorable.
I know. It's kind of cool. Meanwhile, I'm hoping the Rays beat the Yankees. I'm not a big Yankees fan, so how funny would that be if the Rays, the Tampa Bay Rays, win it all, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers win, and all of a sudden Tampa Bay is title town?
Yeah.
What the hell? Could that happen? It could happen.
And if it does happen, this show will be broadcasting live from Titletown in Tampa with Jess Kirson.
That's right. I
Is
will
that
come to
funny?
Tampa
Comedy
Bay.
Cellar?
What-
Yeah.
yes. These are the new booths down at the Comedy Cellar. No, this is the French Open, and it looks like the worst time ever.
I'm
Oh.
sorry.
Is it-
What
think
is
it's
the
French open.
point of the? I guess
Yeah, what's
I-
the point? Everybody looks miserable.
Well,
It
the
looks
wall
cold.
isn't even going up high. What?
that's
they're like-
exactly what I was thinking, Jess. Like, what the hell? Like, it
It's the
doesn't make
saddest
sense.
of all pictures.
It is.
Yeah, that's not a good color seat. Like that,
This
the
is-
seat should be a brighter color.
Do you guys remember that this happened last week?
Yeah.
Oh, so here's the bad news. According last week, the Sunday, the Bears and the Colts played. And according to the winner of this game decides the election every year since 2002. If the Colts win, it's a Republican winner. If the Bears win, it's a Democrat. And unfortunately, folks, the Colts screwed everybody. And Donald Trump is going to win the election. The Colts won on
2020?
Sunday. Yep.
Oh,
They won yesterday, Sunday.
I
shoot.
hope
And
that's not true.
ruined everybody's good time. This rat was given a medal because he finds landmines in Cambodia. This is no joke.
Awesome.
That's when you know all is lost.
That rat has done more with his life than I've done in some odd years.
They also don't say that he plants them.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, they don't tell you that part. No, they keep that
Actually,
out of the news. Really interesting.
The New
You've
York
got the best
City rats.
publicist in the business.
The
that
New York
Modi?
City rats plant
No.
them.
There's Modi.
No, this is the only Hasidic Jew social distancing at this moment. The only one celebrating Tashlich, Jessica, during Rosh Hashanah.
God help
And
us.
seriously, the only Hasidic Jew social
I know.
distancing. Unbelievable. And that's why Brooklyn is a mess right now. They don't care.
Yeah.
Oh, these idiots somehow won the Nobel Prize yesterday for medicine for discovering hepatitis C. What? Hasn't that been around?
Yesterday?
Ask any girlfriend I have. I'm telling you, it's been around for a long time. Look at these idiots. Who the hell are these guys?
How much do you get paid?
I think it's like you have to share. You see, prize share 1/3. I think you get it's like $1 million, maybe $2 million.
So you're
So
saying
what-
you don't know is what you're
I
saying.
could have discovered hepatitis C. This is just stupid, and that leads
But
us
I
to our-
already knew about it. So how do you discover something?
That's
other
what I'm
than,
trying to say. So that's why I thought today we would choose. In a couple hours, they're going to announce the Nobel Prize in chemistry, and I thought we'd make some picks and who we're expecting to win. Now, as you can see here, I just have the
Let's
favorites.
go.
Now, and these guys might win. These three guys in biochemistry, or these idiots from CRISPR and biotechnology. And basically, you just have to pick nerd 1 or nerd 2. Now, I'm going to start it off. I'm going to say this CRISPR is in the running. I'm going to pick nerd 2. This is in a couple of hours. They're going to pick, and we'll see if our bets are correct.
But there's-
Jessica, who do you think's winning in chemistry? Nerd 1 or nerd 2?
I mean, I could give a shit about this, but
What are
I'd
you
say
talking about? This is really
nerd
important.
2. Nerd 2.
Good
Whatever.
choice. Liz?
Is his name Harry? Is that nerd one?
Yes.
I want Harry.
You like Harry Gray.
Yeah, that's one of the most boring names I've ever seen in my life.
That's nerd 1. Nick?
If I've said it once, I've said it a million times. Nerd 2.
Mike, does the audience have any inkling of who they like?
They said nerd too.
Oh, they did say nerd 2. Excellent.
Sheep, you're all sheep.
All right. It's the smart move. They are the favorite. Here's the
Nerd 2
Nobel
had a better
Prize-
career too, as you know.
That's
Yes.
true. Anthony Edwards is the shit. The Nobel Prize in Literature will be giving out on Thursday. We have the Canadian poet Anne Carson. You might remember her book, Autobiography of Red. The American Joyce Carol Oates. She's wonderful. And the Kenyan writer, you try, if you could pronounce his name, I'll give you that $10 that was donated. I'm trying to do the, I know that sounded racist, but I was trying to do the one in Men in Black where they're talking like with something like, because I can't figure out what that name is. Can you read it?
Nugi wa
Nugugi wa Fianga.
tong.
Jess, do you want to pick first? I know you're on your literature and you know what's happening, and I think you have a feeling.
Yeah, I want to pick Nugi wa.
I think that's going to be the popular pick. There he is. Look at him. He looks adorable. Liz, what do you think?
I read Joyce Carol Oates.
For real?
So I'm going
Oh.
with her.
Yeah, well, let me tell you, she looks like a party.
Yeah, she
Um,
writes really sad stuff.
All right. Well, there you go. Nick, what do you think?
I'm gonna go with the Kenyan writer.
Yeah.
Yeah, be supportive, Nick.
I'm going to go with that too. And what does the audience say?
Joyce.
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 Nice. I guess we have some avid readers of Joyce Carol Oates. All right. Now, here's the big one. The Nobel Peace
What you
Prize.
don't know is she is the daughter of Hall and Oates. They had
That's
a love
right.
child.
Oh, see, for a second, I was going to be like, you just blew my mind. But I thought you were going to say Warren Oates, the actor from Stripes, which, of course, he's in a lot of other things. Was the give me the head of Alfredo Garcia, bring me the head of isn't that
Yeah,
Warren
he's
Oates?
a lot of westerns, right?
But Hall and Oates was much funnier. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's
I
okay.
ruined it. This is the Nobel Peace Prize. They're giving out on Friday. Donald Trump is not the forerunner, but as you can see, these are the 5 top candidates. You can actually bet with my bookie. You have the World Health Organization, the Prime Minister of New Zealand, Jacinda Ardern, Greta Thunberg, we all know, the UNHCR, which I think is what is that? The refugee something, and then the lovely our president and commander in chief.
I just don't understand how he gets nominated.
I can tell you exactly how that happened. There was one person who's a very radical right winger in Norway who elected him probably as a gag. And then he said that 2 people that he was nominated for 2 prizes, but that is not the case. He seems to get it wrong a lot. But yeah, one person nominated and now he's 5th in the running. But if you put in $100, you can win $1,200 if he does win. Jess, who do you think first?
I think Jacinda Ardern.
I am so with you on that. I'm going to pick that too. I think she is the shit. She's really hot.
Amazing.
And what she did with New Zealand was actually terrific. And she is deserving of this prize. Liz, what do you think?
Yeah, Jacinda. I think she's magic.
Are we going to have it across the board? Nick, pick Trump. Pick Trump. Do it.
Jacinda.
Damn it. I wanted to pick Trump for the laugh, but yeah, it's the right way to, but I want to win. What does the audience say?
It was close. People were picking Trump for the laugh, but Greta won.
Greta won.
Greta won.
Wow. How dare you? Thank you.
How old is Jacinda?
That's a good point. I don't know. I'm going to try and date her. She's probably in her 40s. I'm going to ask her out.
I would think she's probably in her 40s. So, because you know how it is with like Emmys and Grammys and all that crap, where like if they think you're gonna live a long life, you don't get it. Like they wait until you're just about to die.
That is, I
just feel like Greta's not gonna get it because she's 16, and they're like, let's prove that you're gonna use the rest of your life to save the world.
That's an excellent point. They also have said that she's, nobody's thinking of global warming right now, that the pandemic may have hurt her chances. I mean, it's just like the Oscars. This is what I've been reading, that the pandemic hurt her chances. But then they're taking into consideration the fires in California. And they're like, well, they make a push for Greta again. So this is how they decided.
Every time there's a fire, she was like, I am sad, but I'm also going to be the best.
I'm going to win the Nobel Peace Prize. I mean, she could totally win. It is really funny, and it's just funny because it is exactly like the Oscars and everybody. I used to know, and I have pictures, and I will find it. The guy who won the Nobel Peace Prize for the Nobel Prize for Physics for discovering the Big Bang Theory. His name was Arno Penzias, and our parents were always friends. We used to go to his sukkah, in September and October, and for years. And this was in the 70s, and he used to try and explain all the time to me how the Big Bang was. He tried so hard to put it in layman's terms. And I'm like, I just don't understand what you're saying. And he even had shirts printed that it was like a 2.6 degrees Kelvin or something, which is the absolute zero of the universe. Like, I mean, these guys, and he became a rock star, divorced his wife, and, married a hottie. I mean, it's funny that these guys are no different than anybody who wins an Oscar or a World Series. It's fascinating.
That for Greta. Greta's going to do that.
Exactly. Greta's going to leave her parents and marry some hottie.
She's going to marry Brad Pitt
when she turns 14. But anyway, yes, that's our wonderful show for today. Unfortunately, bad news. We heard Eddie Van Halen died today, which is a major sadness because he was way awesome and way cool. So I didn't want to leave on a bad note, but I just wanted to say he's the best. And I don't really care for Valerie Bertinelli's cooking shows, but he still made a good choice by marrying her. I don't know if you've ever seen any of her recipes. They're not very good. I've tried a couple of them because I was obsessed with Varia Bernelli as a kid and just wanted to stick with it. But it's not good. I think that's why they got divorced. Anyway, no, you guys, I like to leave on a bad. This is why you never heard of me in comedy before. This is the way I get off stage. And on a sad note, no, you guys, thank you so much for doing the show
Thanks
today.
for having
I hope
us,
you had a
Dave.
good
Yeah.
time. It's a fun show, right?
It
Yes.
is a very fun show.
Yes. So let me just say, Jessica Kirson, October 29th through the 31st at Comics at Mohegan Sun. Her podcast is called Relatively Sane. And Liz Miele is this week's guest. So
Yep.
and she thought maybe you'd whatever. It was just kind of funny that I put you guys together. And on November 15th, Liz will be in Titletown, Tampa at Side Splitters Comedy Club. I know a lot of the Rays. I'm going to send them by because apparently nobody cares about social distancing by there. So I'll send in some people. They work for the Rays. I've been there for a couple of the pictures at the beginning from the opening I've taken at the Tampa Bay Rays Stadium.
Woohoo.
And her special Self-Help Me, which is on YouTube, is terrific. I haven't watched the whole thing, but I watched half of it. So
Thank you.
That's where
I'll
you
take
go.
that half of you.
And the podcast is called Two Non-Doctors, and you do it with Maria Shahada. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And Nick Griffin will be at the Punchline in Atlanta, October
Yeah.
8th through the 11th. That's this weekend. What are you leaving
Yes.
Thursday, right?
I am.
You're flying. I haven't flown on a plane in over 25 years.
I'm excited.
What's that going to be like? Have you guys, well, Jessica, you obviously flown. Liz, have you flown yet?
Nope, not yet.
Yeah, I wonder, Jess, what's it like?
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I was really freaked out about it, but it was totally fine. Like there wasn't a lot of people on the plane. It was good.
Yeah, I'm a little worried. Nick, have you flown before or is this first time?
I flew down to Florida in July or something, and it was fine, and it's going to be fine. It's not
Yeah,
like
no, I'm
everything's
sure. Well,
going so well that
I think it's the first time that you get nervous about it. You know, I
Yeah.
haven't done it yet. I haven't taken a subway or an Uber. Like I said, the first time is going to be like tough. And then when you're like, oh, it's not that bad, probably. Next week, we have a wonderful show for you again. My guest will be from the Gilbert Gottfried Amazing Colossal Podcast, Frank Santopadre. The legendary owner and proprietor of Catch a Rising Star, Rick Newman, will be joining us. How about that, Jess? And from Saturday Night Live and it's Gary Shandling show, Alan Zweibel will be joining us. Those are our guests for next week, Comedy Cellar's football show. So please join us then, 8 o'clock every Tuesday here at the Comedy Cellar Nightly Show. And remember, folks, the Olive Tree is open inside for dinner, and you can have dinner with a couple of comics, and the outside is still open as well. So join us there, and sooner or later, everything will be open again, and we can all have a wonderful time because all of you guys are so great. And we all know the best comics in the country. So always come to the Comedy Cellar for all your comedy needs. We'll see everybody next week. Thanks a lot for joining us.
See you, Mike.
Yeah, bye. Thanks for having me.